Primarily, we're a training and security services company. But what really makes that important to the national security is the missions that we're supporting, and we support a lot of the important missions. For instance, in Afghanistan today, one of the major problems, or one of the major ways the U.S. military can pull out of Afghanistan is if the Afghanis can control their own borders. So we're deeply involved in training the Afghani border police so that they can take over that mission and control the borders. We have several missions like that when important people, dignitaries from the United States travel into Afghanistan. Quite often it will be Z services folks that guard their life and limb. So, you know, quite simply, I think the nice thing about Z is we really protect people that are making a difference for the American way of life, and we're all pretty proud of that. We very seldom get to work at things that we believe makes a difference and we believe in the mission. And at Z Services, I'm very passionate about our mission, and so it's just a wonderful experience and a wonderful opportunity to be able to support that mission and to work with people that my background and my experience can help them. I had 30 years in the Air Force as either a reservist or an active duty member. I've been in the government services business for 25 or 30 years in both program management, general management, and business development. And I have a deep sense of passion for the mission. And then finally, I think I've always been known in this industry as a person with a very high level of integrity.
Although I was not in the military, I grew up in a military family and believe, you know, very strongly in supporting our troops. And I think that this particular company has played a critical role with respect to our national security and will continue to play a critical role going forward because of terrorist threats, downsizing of our military. And what appealed to me was the opportunity to go into this company and help a company full of very dedicated professionals who are serving our country and help them make sure that the right controls and processes are in place so that they can do, you know, what I call the real work of the company.
I think that it's an opportunity for us, to tell you the truth, that we are under the pricing pressure. And I say that for two reasons. First of all, Z is a little different than most training and security companies. We own our own training facilities. We also own our own forward logistics operating bases. So what that gives us an opportunity to do is to train our people when they go overseas specifically for the job that they have to do. And we also can house them in our forward operating locations, so it's very specific to the mission of what our customers are doing. So we don't have any excess costs. It's just very tuned for what we're doing. So that's an advantage for us. I think the second thing is our customers find our services to actually save them money. For instance, we have a contract with the United States Navy, and what the contract is designed to do is to help select and mentor young Navy SEALs right out of high school or wherever they're coming from. You know, they're very youngsters. And in the past, they had a very high washout rate. Well, we have a great number of SEALs on our staff, ex-Navy SEALs, retired Navy SEALs on our staff. They can go out and meet these young people. They can take them through the training regime that they're going to see when they actually go to SEAL training. They can mentor them and help them along. And we have drastically reduced the washout rate for these kids. That really saves the Navy a lot of money.
Governance is important to every company out there, and more so in the past decade with all of the crises that we've seen on the global stage. It's more important to this company because, or this type of company, because of the business that it's involved in. So governance is, every company needs to have leading practices in place, but a company like this that is protecting the lives of our countrymen, lives of other people abroad, training people to be able to perform these functions, we need to make sure that we have the best practices in place so that they can perform their functions to the best of their ability within the framework and the structure that we've helped to put in place to make sure that we're in compliance with all the laws.